something I believe he said he would do, and he is doing. Hello.
I know this might cut into my time, but I want to first compliment Alan Colmes. I think whether you agree with him or not, give him credit. He takes a lot of calls. He moves quickly, and the guy goes from Hannity and Colmes and then goes for 3 hours on the radio.
Why are you talking about me in the third person?
Okay, Alan Colmes, I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, Alan Colmes, I'm complimenting you. Come on, take a compliment.
I can. I thank you. Go ahead.
All right, listen, I want to ask something. Yesterday you had some dude ask you about Hannity and Colmes, and I was kind of surprised about something.
What?
I think he asked you something. Oh, by the way, are you tired of people asking you about Hannity and Colmes? And
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
But go ahead. I mean, it's people are naturally curious about it, so...
I am too. We're fans of you. Come on.
No, I understand. I understand the interest.
Okay, now, I think he asked you something like, do you think Hannity and Colmes was fair and balanced? Did you say no?
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask you? I'm curious. No, this is really fascinating to me. Do you feel this way during the last few years, just the whole 12 years in general?
I think as time has gone on, it's evolved into a situation where we put on more conservatives. That's how the show evolved over time.
Now, if you think it's not fair and balanced, I was curious about something. He used the word biased, and you have.
No, I wouldn't call it biased. Right. I mean, biased implies that there's something untoward going on, I mean, who's biased? Everybody's biased. Are you biased because you have a point of view? I mean, am I biased because I'm a liberal? Are you biased because if you're a conservative, does that make you biased? I mean, I object to that word as a way to describe it.
That's what I'm curious about. If you don't think it's fair and balanced, and
no, it's not. When fair and balanced, I mean that did we have as many liberals on as we had conservatives on? No.
Okay, but it tilts to the right, correct?
But I mean, it's not. By biased, it would imply some lack of truth in labeling. You know who's conservative. You know who's not conservative. You know it's an opinion show.
But the problem is, Alan, there was an advertisement, and I think just the trademark.
When Fox talks about being fair and balanced, you will see on its newscast fairness and balance. Well, let me hold on. You asked me a question. I'm going to answer you.
Sorry, I don't have a time.
That's all right. Not much. But anyway, our newscast, I defy you to look at our newscast of record with Shepard Smith and tell me what's not fair or balanced about that. I defy you to look at our top of the bottom hour newscast and tell us what's not fair or balanced. Our opinion shows are clearly labeled opinion shows.
No, but forget about Fox. I'm talking about Hannity and Colmes. There was one time, at least one time, there was a commercial that had a picture of you and Sean and the word fair and balanced.
That may be so. Now, I'm just telling you, over time, the show. I don't want to spend all night talking about this.
Just one question. One more, please. Just one question. I wanted to ask you if you
beg
don't
me.
think
Go ahead.
If I have to beg anyway, I'm glad to tell you.
Yeah.
If you agree it's not fair and balanced, then it tilts to the right, and doesn't that mean it has a bias towards the right?
Well, I guess if you want to play with words, fine. I'm not using the word bias the way you use it.
Well, before I go, let me just say I am not gay. I never have been.
All right. Thank you very much. We will come back at 877-367-25.